Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to paint a simple landscape. So I'm using 300 GSM watercolor sheet. I have used masking tape to cover the edges because in today's video we are going to use lots of water, and I'm using two different sizes of brush, size 2 and size 6 round brush. And with the help of pencil we are going to create a basic guideline for ourselves. So let's start with today's video. So first you can create a horizontal line like this, and the lower section is little lesser as compared to the upper section, as you can see. So that is one thing you can keep in mind, and create a small house in the center, and this house could be of any shape or anything, whatever you like to have your house to be. So I'm creating a basic house shape here. So creating a shape like this, and then you can create a line and then connect everything together like this, and it's a basic home shape, right? So you can create a house, and you can create windows, you can create doors. If you want, you can have multiple houses beside this particular house, or you can keep only one. So these thing is totally up to you, so that does not matter, to be frank. Or else you can also skip the house part completely and paint rest other part that we are going to paint in today's video. And I'm creating a tree here. So this is a big tree having multiple branches into it. So for now the basic guideline is totally fine, and in the lower portion we are going to paint grasses with different shades of green color, and some kind of plants or foliages, those kind of things we are going to fill in. And this is basically a ground area, and the upward section is the sky area. In between we have one house and a big tree. So that's the basic idea for this particular landscape. So create something like this with the help of pencil, and then we are going to start with the watercolor. So let's start with the sky first, and I'm using cobalt blue to paint my sky, and I am mixing just a hint of green into my blue to make it little on the dark side. So that's the only idea. This has to be blue color only, and I am going around the corner, making the corner little darker, as you can see, and then blending the color throughout the sky area with my bigger brush, so that I can expedite the process. And don't think about tree for now, except your house. You can paint everything with this particular color with the lighter shade, to be frank. So the corner is quite dark. Now create some more patches in between, so that it should look like we have a nice sky. And you can also use other colors of sky, so that is totally up to you. So I'm using cobalt blue, and I have mixed just a hint of green into it. And apart from the house area, just paint it, or else you can apply water thoroughly into this particular area, and then you can start with the colors. So that is also you can do. I am keeping the sky simple, so that's why I'm not doing too much, because anyways we are going to paint a big tree. So that is why I have added lots of color towards the left side, because that area is blank. On the right side we are anyways going to paint a tree. Now I'm using just a hint of violet color here and there to make the sky little vibrant in some of the area, but not too much, just a hint of violet. So that's all, keeping the right side as is, because I'm going to paint a tree there. And for the ground area you can start painting with lighter shade of green color, darker shade of green color, basically different shades of green, but start with the lighter shade first. So I'm using this yellow green color, more yellow and lesser blue, to make this kind of green, and just create patches like this, and few patches you can have little darker color as well. So this is the first layer, and anyways we are going to do more into these area. So this is the first layer that we are doing here, and I'm keeping the pathway on the lighter side only. So as of now I have not painted anything, but you can paint just a hint of light green color in that particular area as well if needed. Now let's paint the house. So for the house I am creating a brown color, so you can mix all the primary color and you can have a nice brown color like this, and then you can start painting your house. So my focus is on creating the overall pattern. I'm not going into detailing too much, to paint this house I'm just randomly adding some brown color for the roof and some gray color for the walls. So very simple painting, not too much detailing into these area. So roofs are done, and then you can have very lighter shade of gray color to paint the walls. You can also keep it very light shade of blue as well for the wall. So those are the things you can definitely try by your own, keeping the house shape little different, the colors could be little different, and you can also have very detailed version of the house as well. Although I'm not spending too much time on the house part because I want to keep it on the loose side only. And we are done with the house as well. Now this area is dried completely, so we can start with the tree. So for the tree I am creating a lighter shade of green, mixing lemon yellow and cobalt blue color. So this is more on the yellow side, as you can see, very lighter shade of green, and I'm creating patches of this particular color to create tree branch. So I'm creating different patches of green color like this, one after another, having little gap in between so that we can see the sections clearly. So that is something I'm doing purposefully. And tree shape could be of any kind, right? There is no defined structure, so you can choose whatever tree shape you like and you can have your own version. So first I have created something like this with the yellow green color, and then with the help of green color I'm going around one side of the patches and making it more green, but I'm making sure I can see the previous color as well. So add this particular color only at one side and leave another side, and around the corner you can have tiny area, so that it should look like we have some leaves in there. And then you can paint the tree branches with the help of brown color. So the previous brown color that we have created for the house, I'm using same brown color for the tree trunk as well, and connect all the branch together to create a tree. So that's all we need for the tree. If you want, you can have more depth into tree branches, having more colors into it. I have added two different layer. Let's add little bit of blue color around the corner of the each tree branch that we have. So that's the final touch for the tree. And how simple and how beautiful this tree is, right? This is the main element, and it is very simple and easy to do even if you are a beginner. Now I am adding more blue into my existing green to make it a little darker, and I'm going around the base area and creating some kind of grass kind of pattern, but little on the bigger side, and going around both the side creating these lines or foliage kind of pattern. Very random structure, to be frank, just going around that particular area creating some grass kind of pattern randomly, not thinking too much around these structure. So you can definitely use tip of your brush to paint something like this, just a basic random pattern, and add a little darker color if needed around few area, and you can create multiple patches of green like these around the ground area that we have. adding more blue into the existing green to make it a little darker. And likewise, you can have your own different shades of green, adding more yellow, adding more blue. So these things are totally up to you, and keep adding some element around the ground area, but don't do too much. I don't have any definition as such. I'm doing these things randomly, to be frank, because I don't have any reference photo as well. But if you have any reference photo, you can go with that and create some kind of element to elevate the ground area as well. So keep doing it until you're satisfied, and then we're going to move into the next step. And I think this much is enough. I'm pretty much done, and I am thinking to add just a hint of brown color around the pathway. So adding just a hint of brown color here and blending it, not adding too dark color, keeping it on the lighter side only. And that's all we needed, I guess. If you want, you can have few birds around the sky area, although I'm not adding. And once done, you can slowly remove all the masking tape without ruining your sheet. So do it very carefully. I have done it slowly, but in video it is in speedway. So please do it slowly and carefully. And we are done with today's video. I hope this video is easy and simple to follow. And thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.